He is known by many names: the Caped Crusader, the Dark Knight, the world's greatest detective, but his most famous name, and the main name known by all of us, is Batman. Batman has been around for, it seems like forever. Since the 1940s, he has gone and lived in our hearts. He has empowered children, adults, men, women alike to be better than they were. Because he is just like us. He was an average man who, because of his parents' unfortunate and tragic death, forced himself to go beyond the human limits just to make sure that justice was done and that nothing else would happen to a child like that. Batman has gone through so many incarnations, it's not even funny. He's been through the goofy comic book stage where he had rainbow outfits and talked about boner crimes with the Joker, which at the time was actually considered not boner as in the sexual sense, but actually a major crime, like a thief or a heist. Just goes to show how language can change throughout the years. But he's gone through
a more recent phase, where he's dark and gritty, voiced by Christian Bale. He must be the Dark Avenger, who will bring light to this desolate city.
And he also has gone through so many changes, even in his own series, from where he's faced joke comedy villains like the Music Meister to insane psychopaths like the Joker, who regularly make a habit of showing up people who are so narcissistic and evil, it just creeps you out. For he is a brilliant and ruthless criminal mastermind. His crimes require no motivation other than his sadistic desire to show people the meaningless of life through pain and death, according to comicvine.com, Joker. Also, he's gone through fighting even animals. People such as Killer Croc, a man who was born with a rare disease that gave him scales instead of regular skin. He quickly grew up to hate humans because of the way they treated him, and through genetic experience become more and more crocodile-like and more like a beast, forgoing his intellect for sheer raw power. Again, comicvine.com, Killer Croc. And then he has had to face even beauty in its highest form, with Poison Ivy, a villain who, in and of itself, was not an evil person. She merely helped out her husband, who had stolen her from, but the husband could not let her, decided she had known too much, and poisoned her with that herb. Fortunately for her, it gave her powers to communicate and even control plants somewhat. But unfortunately, it took away something very important for any woman: the ability to give birth to children. So she eventually came to see plants as her children and become something of an eco-terrorist, trying to give birth to her own children in a way so that mankind itself would not destroy with its own comic ravages. Again, comicvine.com. But what is Batman? Is he just a symbol? Is he just a man with a cloak fighting for justice? Or is he something greater? Is he something that you can truly aspire to? That you can say, oh, he was a real Batman there. That means he did something good. He did something and he aspired to something and he proved it. He made it a justice, you know? He did something that truly could be happy about. And also, Batman himself has gone through, Batman himself is also someone who you always want to be, because he's always prepared. In the original TV show with Adam West, yeah, joke enough in and of itself there, he had flied over an ocean where a shark had jumped up and attacked his helicopter. But then he proceeded to take out his handy shark repellent spray and spray it on the shark. Few wondered, but the online communities quickly reacted with shouts and roars and laughs about how he always prepared for any situation. And he truly is. For even he has kryptonite on his belt to subdue his best friend, should that best friend ever decide to go traitor, to do something that truly would destroy or threaten mankind. And that's what Batman has slowly turned himself into. He became less and less of a social person, of somebody who would go out and enjoy the nightlife, enjoy life itself, but also became more protective of Gotham itself, the city in which he lived. But is that truly a bad thing? That one man gave up a little bit more of his social life to help thousands or millions of others live full and happy lives? I know I would do that. I would gladly sacrifice some of my time, hours even days, weeks, months, just so I could know that one child out there could live with the knowledge that their parents love them, or that their parents are there to hug them, or to read them a story at night. How much time? Do we have like a time for this? God.
No, that's more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, that is more than 5 minutes. Stop it now. What are you doing?